It's a pleasant evening, June. You know, the weather's nice. There's only a handful of people about. You know, people are chatting, being friendly. David, you sprint through. Brandon, behind you, hot on your heels. I won't tell you else. You make your way to the house, and there is a large, would it just be called a furnace for glass blowing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So a large furnace at the back of the house. And you can feel heat radiating out from there. You can see a tiefling is blowing down a pipe, creating a glass bulb of some kind, which is slowly expanding. They're rubbing it against sand, getting it to harden. After a few moments, they stop. They take a small hammer and break it off, and it remains a whole bulb with an opening at the top. Set it down in sand to cool.
Good afternoon.
Good evening there. How can I help you?
I was hoping to place an order for some glass. We need glass paints.
Glass paints? Ooh, that's gonna cost you.
How much?
How big a paint you talking?
About... What was the width of the...
Was it 15 by 15 or 15 by 10? I forgot which one I said.
50. You said 15 by 20 by 15. And it was
15
15
by
tall, 20 forward, and 15 sideways.
Yes, thank you.
So I need it 15 by 5, I think. And then 4 paints.
Oh, that's gonna be a very tall order. We need a 15-foot pane? Never done anything like that before. Don't do smaller panes?
We can also do multiple of 7.5.
I could probably do 2.5.
That's a big difference. Can you do 5? 5 by 5?
Maybe. When you want some for?
As soon as possible.
Oh, that's gonna cost you a surcharge.
Name your price.
Well, for a 5 by 5 pane, I'm gonna... He pulls out a little abacus, starts throwing some beads around. 5 by 5 pane, give me 10 gold with 4 silver.
10 gold, and how quickly would it be done? Approximately.
I have to gather some materials. I could get them done by the day after tomorrow. Depending on how many you need.
If it's 5 by 5, then I need 4 times 3, 15.
15?
No, let me think. Right? 4, 8, 12, 24. 24, 20... Let's do 26.
26. Hey, that's going to take me an extra day then. I won't be able to get out of them quite so quickly. Maybe a day more.
Is it possible to expedite that?
Not really, no. That's going to basically take up all of my forge, actually smelting this down quickly enough.
Maybe we could pay for some extra hands.
Extra hands can't really give you enough one of these. He kind of gestures towards his furnace.
Alright, I guess that's no arguing with that.
Okay, so 10 gold and 4 silver each. That'll be... Someone do the math for me quickly, please.
Do you also deliver?
60 golds and 264 golds.
That'll be 264 gold. And yeah, I can deliver for that, yeah, for a big order.
It is a big amount.
Oh, you do want a lot of glass. Short time.
Would it be enough though?
You're not there
Because
yet.
we need. Oh fuck.
I ordered some extra, so I assumed that would be enough.
You ordered.
Because that is enough for the entire site, and then some, if we want to put that on the roof.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, Brandon, you are here for this.
Yeah, I know Brandon is here.
Why did I send the
I think Brandon.
calculating?
I think regardless of what John says, I think Brandon would sort of say, "Hey, Dave, do you think that's a bit much?"
Do think that's a bit much. But that is because if they're 5 by 5. Actually, we don't need to the entire site.
Well, I'm actually going to say, Dave, like we probably want to be a bit careful over ordering because what will we be able to do with the glass if we don't use it for this project? Because I'm guessing this is kind of going to be made to quite a specific specification, right?
Yeah, but glass you can recycle, so we could always perhaps sell it back.
Actually, I was going to ask for something, but if we do end up having some spare, could I use some of it for just for a project that I'm thinking of? Me and Lonte were talking about a couple of things, and one of his ideas involved using some glass.
Yeah, if we have spare, then I see no reason
I
why not.
I won't need very much, just to make a prototype.
Because that is a lot of money, and that is enough for...
Well, that's actually something else. Hey, sorry, Dave, if you just would allow me to speak to this gentleman for a second.
I'll be thinking for a moment.
What? So that 260 gold, like, that's the amount and also the time that we're, like, the relatively short time frame we're asking for that in, right?
Yes, it is.
What if we were willing to wait a bit longer? Would that have a significant impact on the price?
That means I can keep up other business, so I wouldn't need to charge quite as much. I could drop it down to, for the bulk order, 230 if you gave me an extra day.
You
Not
think, Dave?
much of a difference. I'm thinking perhaps we don't need as much glass, because that would also help. Because now,
Well-
how I calculate it is the
Well-
entire sides would be made of glass.
Well, the thing is, Dave, we're probably going to be here at least for another few days. So if it is that we under order, we could just come back and ask for more. And if we have to do this over the course of a few days, that's better than massively overspending and not then having the capital to get something we really need.
That is true.
I mean, not that this isn't important, but, you know, you never know what's going to come up.
Is off topic. Any of you guys, are you good at math?
Yeah.
Out there?
Not particularly, if I'm honest.
Why?
I used my time to make a calculation. I came on 57 panels.
57 panels?
Yeah,
Oh, how did you get that much?
front wall is 15 by 15, right?
Yeah, but I didn't calculate the entire structure. I calculated only the sides. The 10,
But the
the 50 by
greenhouse-
20, yeah.
The greenhouse most often has the entire building.
Yeah, but that is going to be expensive. We don't have that type of money. So I was thinking maybe the bottom half of the greenhouse doesn't need to be glass. It's important that light comes in and stays there.
That's quite normal.
Yeah, the 5.
So I think we can remove at least 5 feet
Yeah,
from the.
because I did my calculations where 15 by times 15 is 225 square feet for the front wall. If we do the entire wall,
Mhm.
then the side wall is 20 by 15 feet. That's 300 square foot. Times 2 is 600 square foot.
And then divide that by 25.
I also took in the roof.
Are we going flat roof?
No, a rectangular roof, which I also vaguely estimated to be 306 square feet.
No,
I
that
took my
could
calculations.
that could be correct. I don't know. But if we don't need, so if we say so instead of 15, it would be 10 by 15. The bottom
It's
5.
Instead of 15 feet odd, there's 5 feet will be wood, right?
It's gonna be 880 feet without the roof.
That's a math deathblock.
Yeah,
15 feet times 10 feet is 150 square feet.
I think it's best to work in squares instead of feet.
200 feet times 10 feet is 200 square feet. Times 2 is 400 square feet. The roof will be... roof will be 300 square feet, so that's 300 plus 400, 700 plus 150 is 850, and then you divide that by 25.
Actually, we don't need the backside since that's what it's.
Yeah, I didn't calculate the backside. 34. I think 34 panels is what we need if we use the first 5 foot with, if we fill the first 5 feet with wood.
For the entire side, not calculating the roof, we need 20 to go all around.
Did you calculate the backside as well?
No, because we don't need the backside where the staircase is.
So I didn't use the backside. I have sides, the front, and the roof, and that gives me 34 panels. And that would be
34?
yeah.
That sounds too much.
Okay, I will write this note down so you can look it over in the chat. How did this turn into a fucking maths?
Yeah, I was just... yeah,
Just name and number, please. Say I pay it.
this is going to be
I'm
another
just
short.
sitting back at the moment, letting you figure this out.
This theorem.
This is going to be another short, by the way. Like
I
Pete was just saying, with numbers just going above Brandon's head.
The width of the thing is 15, which means this one is 7.5. How high is the roof going to be?
It's a flat roof.
Are we going for
Roof,
flats?
slightly curved, so it meets up in the middle. Slightly tilted.
Yeah, but then it means that our...
It should be a little bit taller.
Yeah, but by how much? Depends on how tilted it's going to be.
I'm not gonna fucking put a tilt to my...
I'm gonna say 2.5 feet.
Oh.
So that means a...
Wait,
Where's my calculator?
I will send my current notes.
Times 7.5 squared, and take the root of that.
In far and away chat, I sent in the Roll20 chat. I send my current notes. If that makes sense, and then you can figure out the tilted roof bit. That's how I came with 34 panels.
I would just accept that. I'm not going to sit down and work it out.
No.
We came this far? No.
Sunken cost fallacy at work.
Where did you send it?
The Roll20 chat.
Oh, Roll 20. Let's see, front wall 5 feet by 10 means 150 feet. Yeah, that's correct. 20 by 10, 2 walls, then the roof, which is 50 by 20 is 300 feet, divided by the 25.
25 I got
34.
from 5 feet times 5 feet.
Yeah, for every pane. This looks
Yeah.
correct, yeah.
But that's without the tilt of the roof, though.
Yeah, no, that's good enough.
Yeah.
Because actually, this we also didn't calculate the width of every beam in there, so
Shh.
so that should be fine.
Is this what people mean? D&D is basically maths?
Yeah.
I guess so.
This is a fairly extreme example, but yeah, broadly speaking.
So we need.
In
34
high school,
panes.
they said you would never need this.
We need it for our imaginary situation. Who the hell buys 300 watermelons?
I'm going to say at this point that Brandon's just looking at David and just going, David, who are you talking to?
To myself. Talk to myself.
He's having a
I-
conversation in his head with John for
That
some reason.
that's an incredibly detailed. Why? Wait, if you can hear him in your head, why are you saying all of this out loud?
If I say it out loud, it will help with me thinking it. You don't do that when you don't start calculating. You start talking.
No, but I don't invent another persona and have the conversation with them. I just
It's called rubber ducking. It's a situation where you
yes,
just
yes, I
explain a
understand.
situation.
I understand. I understand the concept of rubber ducking, but it's kind of like all of the. It's like all of the asides in between that aren't. Never mind. Well, do you know?
It helps.
Do you know how much
It
it
helps.
needs? Okay,
We
I'll
need
take your word for
34.
it.
We need 34, sir. And given the capacity of your forge, we don't need a rush order on this. But if you could have some paints ready for tomorrow, that would help.
Okay, so how many total panes is it?
34.
34. I could give you... I could do 9 panes a day, and I would do that the other calculation was a 26. Need to do some more math for the value.
Do I need to calculate it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can
Give
we
me what the
say,
base
uh,
value was for the total.
My
3 gold a paint?
Well, the previous price was 10 gold, 4 silver each.
Oh, 10 gold, 4 silver, okay.
But that is also without the discount.
Yeah, well, I get the initial number, I can work backwards from that.
353 gold and 6 silver.
Okay, so without the surcharge, that would be... I'll do that for 280 and give 9 panes a day.
9 paints a day. Wait. Is there an additional discount because we're buying in bulk that could be applied here?
I'm already giving a pretty good deal. Roll persuasion if you can think of a good reason to persuade with.
Because we are making sure that you have a steady source of income for the following few days.
Roll me persuasion.
Straight average.
I could drop you down to 270, but I'm not going to go any lower than that.
Deal.
Shakes on it and grasps your hand. Notice his hand. Alright. Stretches. I'm going to go and get some materials then.
Alright.
So, I'll get started on the first ones tomorrow morning. Should have your first 9 by about nightfall-ish. Roughly
Alright.
this time. Get them delivered where, again?
Yeah, to the backyard of David and Charlotte's house.
David and Charlotte is there. Marston?
Yeah, Marston.
They'll be different anyways. Have fun. At this point, Joan catches her, strolling along.
Looks like somebody took the scenic route.
Yeah, why did it take so long?
We were discussing business, and business sometimes takes time.
Also, I'm pretty sure David was talking to you, but not really talking to you for some reason.
Why?
He said it was rubber ducking. Actually, I was going to say something about that, Dave. Why can't I be a rubber ducky? Why did you have to invent an imaginary person to explain a situation to you? Am I not duck enough for you?
No, that's not the case. Well, back in the office, I also always did it. I just started talking and created a persona. The name doesn't really matter.
Thanks. What did you rubber duck anyway?
The amount of paints that we might need.
That's why you're slightly sweating.
Who's sweating?
You. It looks like you use a lot of your brain capacity right there.
I mean, it is
No,
also. I mean, it is also a forge. It is quite hot in here, John, to be fair.
Yeah, I would say
yeah.
there's a force here. That is on, by the way.
But we've done what we needed to
did
do
you-
anyway.
How many panels did you come up with?
34.
Also, just have looked at the sketch, you know.
You did not written down the amount of paints that we need because you don't know how wide and big the paint could be.
No, but sketch shows how big they should be.
Sketch shows the amount of space that needs to be filled, which
Yeah.
is 10 by 15. Yeah,
How big are the panels?
5 by 5. That's the
June
most you
looks
can
at
make.
her looks at her fingers. So 34, basically.
Yeah.
Why
No.
did you need all that rubber ducking for?
All right, June, if you're so smart, what if the panels are 3.5 by 3.5?
Panels are 3.5 by 3.5.
Look at your fingers, June. Look at your fingers.
Yeah, I'm looking at my fingers.
Okay,
Give me a moment.
guys, do we actually need to do this here?
Yes, I would prefer if
What did you say?
with my
3 by
forge.
3.5?
I started walking towards the shop,
What was the size you said again?
ignoring June, walking to the shop.
By the way, John, I was saying to David, if we end up having any spare glass, I'm probably going to use it for a project that I was discussing with Ante. So, yeah, if it is that we end up using all this, I'll just, I might go back there to get a bit of glass myself.
Yeah, you could. Or you could wait until we're done and then grab whatever is extra.
Like I said, I only need a little bit. Basically, I'm
We would
thinking...
need 81 panels. Jeez. Sorry.
What? Wait, what was that?
He asked if we
What?
at 3 feet by 3.5 feet, how many panels we needed. We would need 80.95, but we can make 95 panels, so 81 panels. My parents used to beat me. I mean,
Oh,
wait,
correct
what?
me if I- no, this.
I don't think that's getting into the shorts.
I think you should.
I think that is going into the shorts.
Oh no.
They would randomly quiz me on math problems. So I kind of mentally trailed off.
It's okay, June.
Enchantments, inventions, gadgets, right? Yes.
Sorry,
Just
John.
like slide them mouse there in the right.
Anyway, good job, John.
What are you gonna make with the glass though? If we have
Well,
pieces.
Well, I was actually thinking of other ways that I could make. I was talking to Lante about the idea of, because I've got all my wild magic that I kind of need to discharge, I was thinking if I could channel my wild magic into like projectiles, or I guess in this case a grenade. And Lante mentioned something called a glass sword, but I was wondering if it had to strictly be in the shape of a sword, or whether I could kind of like make it into like a small cylinder which I could throw and release the magic on impact. So I just wanted a little bit of glass so I could just try a couple of ideas out and just see what works.
You want to make a magical grenade?
Basically, yes.
Glass shatter.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like using the shattering of the glass as the trigger mechanism, but yeah, I take your point, it would be a single-use deal, but
Not only that, there's the slight issue. Some shards might go towards you during practice tryouts, so be
I
careful,
mean,
please.
that is the danger of creating grenades.
Glass grenades are very dangerous.
yeah, I mean, it's kind of just, I'm thinking more of using them in an emergency rather than something I'm just going to throw willy-nilly. But I don't know, just having more. I mean, I'm wondering if we could actually, because if I can store my wild magic in them, I'm wondering if we can store other types of magic in it too. You know, like your I mean, maybe not like your sort of eldritch boss, but I'm wondering how we could make that work with... Okay, that'd be a bit counterintuitive, putting healing magic in a glass grenade.
Could we
We'll workshop it.
put spare the dying into something so it prevents that from dying?
From range, yeah. I mean, these are all things I'm going to have to clear with Lante, but I don't know. I'm just kind of
Lonte
thinking...
walks out at that one. Yeah, I could put spare the dying on a dagger. Throw it to someone to spare them. Probably work.
So you can enchant, like, specific spells just into weapons, then?
Complicated, expensive, but it's possible.
It should be a little bit easier if it's a...
You ever heard of a staff of fireballs before?
No, I can
Oh,
probably
that's
guess
okay.
what it does. Wow, okay.
Yeah, think
Ah.
about it. You've got a staff, don't you? Points towards Jun.
The moment she looks at her staff, she remembers the mushrooms and slightly nods.
Yeah, it's the same kind of idea. It's effectively plant growth.
No, wait, what are we gonna do now? Since we built the frame, but there are no panels.
Yes, so we built the floor. And then, since the panels are going to be 5 by 5, we can also adjust the frame for that space. And the staircase also needs to be made. So there is enough work to be done, June.
Although
What are
looking
we
at...
gonna use for... Oh, sorry, Brendan.
I was only going to say, I'm going to guess it's getting quite late now, our character.
Probably.
It is, yes. Light is starting to fail.
Yeah, Brandon looking up this guy is just going to say, we probably don't want to get too ahead of ourselves because we're kind of at the end of today, so... I mean,
Yeah,
as
not for today, but tomorrow we can do this.
this is going to be a multi-day affair, whatever way you slice it, just because of the staggered delivery. So, there's no rush. We may as well just take our time and get all of this done, right?
We even have lunch.
No, you didn't. I ate while she went away.
We should probably eat something.
Yeah, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm dead. Sorry.
Does anyone have something specific they want to eat?
Nothing specific for me. I would just be happy to eat any form of sustenance right now.
No red, please.
Alright, for you, June, extra red.
Thanks.
Lonte walks past you all. That's where your impartially done greenhouse is, and meets Miss Marston. They start talking as you all walk.